Oh, this place is big. I'm curious if there's gonna be any homeless people. Yeah, that's very concerning. Someone throw a bathtub down the stairs?
In the early 2000s, a man named Mauro Padilla had an idea to build a 28-acre community meant to house workers in San Antonio from a Toyota manufacturing plant where they made the Toyota Tundra, which in part is why this place is called Tundra Village. In 2007, Padilla made 37 homes, all while cutting corners. He did not lay proper power lines or roads and was not on a proper permit to where he was authorized to build this. And once the authorities learned of it, they decided to pull the plug in early 2008, but by then, Padilla had already sunk millions into it by pulling out a bank loan of $3.7 million, most of which was spent on Tundra Village, but some of it was also spent on his own personal interest. Now this place sits as an abandoned sanctuary to what could have been a place for those workers. And while some signs of life have started showing up, as they are doing a new rehabilitation project at Tundra Village. But my only question is, what does the future hold for this abandoned subdivision?
Hopefully there won't be any hobos. Okay, here's an attic. Yeah. Wow, this place is big. I got real happy for a second. I was like, oh my god, is there a basement? But no, typically in these suburban homes, you don't really see basements. It does have an upstairs, so with a lot of drawings. That's crazy. Look at all this. Okay. I'm gonna keep exploring a bunch of places around here and record whatever I see is interesting. Yeah, look at all of these houses. Basically from this house over here, from here, all the way to back over here. And then there's another group of, like, I guess line of houses on the other side. So I have a lot of exploring that I need to do. Yeah. But it seems like a lot of these houses are like just destroyed. Just torn up and empty inside. Of course I'm still gonna check them out even so, but it doesn't really seem like there's much going on and it's really quiet. It's interesting. Yeah, there's a car over there. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna keep exploring these places. Yeah, it was just a random car. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna try and stay more towards the back of this place. That way it's less likely I'm gonna interact with the locals or the people who actually live here. But yeah, this place is massive. There's so many houses. Is this like chicken wire or something? These seem less fixed than the other ones were. Kind of curious if there's going to be any homeless people. Maybe they check them often. I can't imagine it'd be very cheap to try and fix all these houses. Though if you were able to, it'd probably be a lot of money. You know, going towards you, I mean, if you fix them. That one seems a lot bigger than the other ones. And it seems like a lot of these places don't have like any furniture or anything like that. It's just empty. It's weird. Maybe there's more life here than I thought there was. There's something moving upstairs. Weird. Okay, so I took some time to do a little bit of research, and what I've come to understand is that this place was made to house people who worked at a Toyota plant or something to that extent, I'm not sure. And the person who was building it basically got into trouble with the bank, I'm assuming for a loan, and got sent to jail. So now all of these sit here abandoned because they never could have gotten finished. And someone else winded up buying it, but they can't afford to fix it. But they were able to fix some of the homes over there. It does kind of suck though, because being here, well, you know, all of this is around means a lot of people who aren't exactly good come here. Because you can tell by like everything that's for tagging, they aren't exactly the most mature bunch. Yeah. Not that I can say I'm better, but yeah. Keep exploring this place. There's even more houses over here. Yeah. I imagine that the other house where I was hearing all those noises was just an animal. Because I saw something crawling, but it looked like it was an animal or like a raccoon or something. If not, then yeah, that's very concerning. Hearing noises. Sounds like construction. Yeah, all of these houses. It's just, I'm not sure if what I'm trying to describe is like coming through as good as I want it to. Basically, these houses, all these, and then the next two rows are all just abandoned and torn up inside. Huh. I'm gonna move on to the other side of the house and explore the other end of the house and just keep walking around. You see, it's better whenever the graffiti on the walls is actually something, you know, cute, like a dog or something like that. At least that's cute. It's better than a giant penis. Or all these creepy writings and everything else that's around here. Is this multiple houses or is this just one? I thought this was one big house, but maybe it's like 3 smaller ones and it just looks like a big house. Because I know that's the case sometimes. They have apartments where 3 of them are connected together, but they're all separate. So maybe it's similar to that. These look newer, or at least more restored. Maybe towards the front, there's newer stuff. Yeah, because these have drywall and all that other stuff. And I imagine the further back you go, the more messed up the houses are. It's interesting. This place has way more houses in one area than the other one did that I explored. Alright, I'm gonna probably explore these 2 places and then see what else I can find. But we'll see what happens. But it just seems like there's a lot of just empty houses around here. It's big. It's fun to explore as well. Yeah, I'm trying to get more wider shots of this place while I'm exploring it. Yeah, there's openings over there, so it's really not that hard to get in this place. I was about to say this one seems better, but it's not really. All this stuff is so destroyed. That's a better idea of all the stuff here. But so far, my opinion of this place is it's really interesting, and it also kind of sucks that, you know, all these places aren't going to have a real future unless someone really tries to fix them up. But so far, it doesn't seem like that's ever really going to happen. It's more likely that they'll get destroyed and bulldozed down than they are getting restored. I'm glad that those homes were restored as well. Yeah, this place is actually really cool. I don't think I've ever seen this many abandoned houses in one place. I'm really glad I came here. Yeah. I'm gonna see what else I can find. But so far I've seen nothing really different, so I've probably already explored everything. But I'll keep exploring, see if I find anything interesting. Hopefully I will not get a nail in my foot. I guess this is similar to the other one I explored. It's just 3 houses divided rather than one big one. I don't know why I seem so shocked that there isn't any homeless people here. It's just I kind of had expected that there would be 1 hobo or 2 here. Because it's a wider range of houses and no one besides kids really come here. But then again, I really don't know what type of security or what they really do to protect this place. They may not do any, because at a certain point you can't stop people from really just coming in, especially with a place as big as this. I do see that they're trying to board stuff up, so that's somewhat good. Same as before. But it seems like a lot of these places are kind of just the same. Destroyed and messed up. Did someone throw a bathtub down the stairs? Okay. Apparently someone decided they were gonna lift up a bathtub and throw it down the stairs. That is a lot of poop. Yeah. Another thing that could be happening is that they can't really fix all this stuff because people are just here destroying everything. I imagine that kind of halts progress a lot whenever you're trying to restore an abandoned place. I've seen that a lot too, where places will try and fix up an abandoned place, or people will, and others will just keep coming in and destroying any progress that they make. It sucks, but you know, can't really do anything about it. It does make me a tad bit nervous whenever I see cars driving by, because with places like these, they typically associate, you know, someone walking around with a camera on their head as someone who's going to go around destroying stuff, or just people in general. But that's the main reason I'm trying to stay away from, you know, the main resident area. They will see me, of course, but if the cops come, I can't really do anything about that or blame them. Just explore as much as I can while I can.
Sadly, my GoPro died partway through the recording, though most of Tundra Village was already explored, and while it's a shame to see such a place go to waste, it still has a better future than most places that are abandoned of its size, as there are people who currently live in Tundra Village on the first street, and there's a giant rehabilitation project meant for restoring Tundra Village to being what it could have been. Thank you for watching the video.